welcome to Motivational Moments. I'm Coach Rosa Smith Montanaro. Coach Rosa, I love when you call me Coach Rosa. I am your training and workshop coordinator with RochesterWorks. I am so happy to spend this time with you. We meet weekly with a tip for you, a coaching little mini session, get you on track, keep you on track. And they're designed to kind of inspire you, motivate you, keep you moving forward, whether it's starting a new career, changing jobs, starting a business, what I love to call entrepreneuring. You know, entrepreneurs are like, I have a career, so maybe I'm going to stop doing my business and do my career instead, or vice versa, or combining the two, having a career and a little side gig. These are all things that drain us, and you have to have a lot of energy to do it. And this month, we're all about self-care, energizing that battery of yours, recharging that battery of yours, and helping you stay well, taking really good care of you. This is the time to do it. We have spent too much time watching what's going on in this world and becoming very, very stressed about it. There is so much negativity in the world, and I want to invite you to unplug from it all. Please take some time, unplug from the negativity. Focus on something that's uplifting, positive, and energizing to you. Now, what I'm going to talk about this week, I've not talked about with you in a long time. If I have at all, I have not. I don't think I've done it through Motivational Moment. So I want to talk about self-compassion. You know, self-compassion is a new term that I've heard. It was not used in the 80s. I'll tell you that. It was not used in the 80s. We had compassion for other people, but we didn't use a lot of self-compassion. And so if you're spinning your wheels, you don't feel like you're making progress, you're down on yourself for not doing enough, for not getting further, or not feeling as accomplished as you want to be, or you name it, not losing the weight, not getting, a program done in time, all the things that we do that just make us feel less than, give us reasons to feel down on ourselves. I want you to stop it. I'm being very direct. Coach Rosa's coming out, to be honest. Stop beating yourself up. Stop being so hard on yourself and give yourself a little compassion. Self-compassion is the ability to stop beating yourself up, picking on yourself, being so hard on yourself, and having some patience and love and compassion for you, care for you, to be able to say, you know what? I am doing a darn good job. I'm doing my best, and my best is good enough, right? I am enough. I'm not broken. I'm not needing to be fixed. I want you to think those thoughts, because you are not broken. You don't need to be fixed. And you are doing enough, right? You have to give yourself some grace, some kindness. I always say, be kind to your mind. I did a whole workshop on being kind to your mind during the pandemic. And it was all about this self-compassion, because people are beating themselves up mentally. And even if it means just dwelling on the negative thoughts, that needs some self-compassion. Like, I'm going to forgive you for that. Let's move on. So self-compassion is going to be a little harder for some of us, right? For some of you, and maybe a little more difficult because you're not used to it. But when you hear that negative self-talk, like, especially if you hear yourself saying, well, what did you expect? Oh, that's what you get. I hate when people say that. I mean, that's like a thing you hear. I don't know about you all. I don't know about you. But when I hear that's what you get in my head, it has an Italian accent. That isn't my voice saying that's what you get. It's an Italian accent. You know, you got to love them, the family. You got to love them. But they say things, right? Well, that's what you get. You shouldn't have done that. And it gets in your head. Now, maybe they said it because they loved us, and we probably shouldn't have put the fork in the electrical outlet, right? Well, that's what you get. You got shocked. That was a kind of, maybe advice was not so bad. That's what happens when you do that. But at the same time, that voice was supposed to stop you from sticking a fork in the outlet when you were a kid, not from being mean to yourself because you didn't make it to the final round of an interview. So when you hear that, you have to stop, snap out of it, and treat yourself with some compassion. Give yourself credit for what you did do. Give yourself a pat on the back for what you did accomplish. And I know that that can be difficult for us. So here's one of the things I want you to do in order to get there. One of the things I want you to do in order to get there is stop comparing yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to other people. That's where most of this negative stuff comes from. We look over there. Oh, what you doing over there? What you got over there? I don't have that. I can't do that. I must stink. I'm a slug. I'm not that good. That's what we do. Stop. Like to hit the, remember that it was a game show where they hit the button and go, wrong answer. That's how I think of it in my head. I do that. We used to do that with the kids when I had the daycare. When they would talk negative about themselves, I'd say, wrong answer. Can't do that. Stop beating yourself up. I would never allow the children to say mean things about themselves or to each other. And I love those kids. They were great. So it's easy with kids though, because how do you not love kids? Now here's the trick. Here's what I learned from running a daycare. My best tip in the world. You know how you start to show self-compassion? Think of a kid you adore. You know, you may love them all, but some of them can be a little easier to get on, do something maybe they're not supposed to do, and then you find they're trying your patience. Well, don't think of that. Think of the kid that no matter, they're so good-natured that even when they make a little mistake, you're like, oh, you didn't mean it. It's okay. There's our favorite people like that. Our favorite people that no matter what they do, they could say something off the wall and you would say, oh, I know they were joking, and you'll laugh. Or someone else says it and you would be mortified. You'd be so angry, you're ready to put on the gloves and have it out. Well, that's how you treat yourself, right? You treat yourself like the person who you take offense to all the time. But you don't treat yourself like the person that can do no wrong in your eyes. Your favorite kid, your favorite friend. We all have that person. Think of that person. Think of them. They could do no wrong. They could say something like, oh, that dress looks awful on you. Oh my goodness, you're not wearing that today, are you? And you laugh. What, is it too tight? What? Like, my goodness, who did your hair today? Your hair is in your eyes, girl. Oh, sorry, someone else? I look at, if you look at yourself, you go, oh my goodness, what, you have no business doing this. We pick on ourselves. Self-compassion is easier if you pretend you're talking to someone you adore, your favorite person who could do no wrong in your eyes. Think of that person and then treat you as that person. If that person came to you and said, you know what? I got what I deserved. I shouldn't have gotten the job. I'm not good enough for that. I don't know what I was thinking. You would say, wrong answer. Don't you start talking about yourself like that. Of course not. You'd give them the pep talk. You'd tell them how wonderful they are. You'd give them a hug. You'd reassure them that something better is coming for them. Here's your assignment this week. Treat yourself the way you would treat someone that could do no wrong in your eyes, that you adore. That even when they mess up, you still love them. And you would pain you to hear them say things to themselves like that we say to ourselves. I want you to think about this. And if you're watching on the replay, I want you to comment. Reach out to me. Tell me what you think about this, because it's really important. I remember reading a book called The Untethered Soul. Multiple times I've read the book. It's an audiobook, actually. I have the audiobook as well. So I've listened to it multiple times. And there's one spot in the book where the author says, pretend like what you say to yourself is a whole other person sitting in the passenger seat of your car. This is funny. You're driving around, but you're stuck with that person in the passenger seat of your car all day. And they're going on and on and on the way you do to yourself. At what point would you stop, slam on those brakes, and say, out the door you go? Out. I don't want to listen to this anymore. You would not put up with it from someone else. You wouldn't want to hear it, but we do it to ourselves. So I want you to be mindful of how you talk to yourself, how you treat yourself. I want a little self-compassion. Treat yourself like someone you adore, whether it's a little sweet little kid you just love. and they could say whatever they want, and you think it's adorable, one of your favorite people. Or just imagine, I'm going to separate that, what's going on in my head, and pretend it's sitting next to me, and I'm not going to let them talk like that to me all day. We're going to say, that's it. I love you. We're not doing that anymore. Be nice. Let's be kind to our mind. Let's be kind to ourselves. Do something nice for yourself. Treat yourself with some TLC and practice this. Make this part of your bookend. We talked about bookends. Make this part of your bookend. Self-compassion. Maybe journal around it. Give me a shout out. I want to hear more about this. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed our series. I'm so grateful to have you join me and letting me share these coaching sessions with you. It means the world to me to be able to help you. It really does. I'm here to serve you. I hope you know that. I'm your faithful guide on this journey we call life. And thank you for spending it with me and letting me be part of it. I look forward to seeing you in some of our workshops. Give me a shout out, right? Say hi. If you're on LinkedIn, connect with me. On social media, connect with me. I'm happy to connect with you. Tell me how you met me, that you watch Motivational Moment, and then I'll definitely want to connect with you. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Take care, my friends.